You're doing community service? What did you do? That is a question I'm asked all the time. Let's get to work.
Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us, facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died.
Power rising, King brothers and Queen sisters. Thank you for stopping by and welcome to the village. I am the village elder. Yeah, that is a question I'm asked all the time. When I tell someone I'm working on community service projects or that I'm doing community service, that is always the first question I'm always asked. What did you do? Let me begin with the response that I always give them. Community service is not a punishment. It is our responsibility and it is an honor to do so. It is our responsibility, especially us in the middle generations, Gen X, the millennials. It's our responsibility, but it is also our honor to keep our communities clean and to do repair work and to keep our communities up, to clean our communities on behalf of our elders, the elderly who can't get out there and do it on their own, and also on behalf of the children who are not old enough to get out there and do it. But it is also our responsibility and our privilege, our honor, to be able to teach the youth, the children who are old enough to do community service, to teach them why they should be doing it and why it's important. And the honor of being able to teach them how to do it. Because if we didn't know how to do it, we couldn't teach it. You can never teach what you don't know. Let me say that again. You cannot teach what you do not know. And that will never, ever change. We can't teach skill sets to children if we've never learned it ourselves. We cannot teach lessons to our children if we never learned those lessons ourselves. So it is an honor and a privilege to have those lessons in our heads to be able to teach to our children, those who are old enough and it is time for them to learn those lessons, those who are old enough and ready. But no, community service is not a punishment. It is an honor. Now, what happened was we have allowed the very judicial system that has been weaponized against Black people in America to make us look at community service as a punishment. We allowed that to happen. And that is on us. Because we should have been teaching our children and the next generations otherwise. That was lazy on our part for allowing that judicial system, the very one that has been weaponized against us, Black people in America, to make us view community service as a punishment. That is part of the reason why our communities, many of our communities, look like shit. Because we're waiting for the judicial system to send somebody as a punishment to do community service, to clean up our neighborhoods, to pick up trash. First of all, let's start with stop trashing our own communities. But no, it is an honor, it is a privilege to have the physical health and the sound mind to do community service and to want to help someone else, to want to help someone in need. That is the definition of community service, not a punishment doled out by some courtroom, by some judge. Pass this message along. We have to change the narrative and change the sentiment toward community service. helping others, and doing work on behalf of our most vulnerable population, the elderly, the sick, the disabled, and the youngest of our children. Pass the word along, and let's work to change this narrative and to change this sentiment for the better, for the betterment of our communities and for the betterment of our village. Until next time, understand your assignment, stay focused, and remain resilient. Ashe.
Lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand true to our God, true to our name.